Now therefore, I, Jeffrey J. Funk, Chief Justice of the Nebraska Supreme Court, do hereby proclaim the week of August 10th through August 14th, 2026 as Nebraska Trial Court Week. This is our summer tour that we do on an annual basis. Pick a part of the state that we haven't been to for a little while, and we come and visit the courthouses, opportunity to speak with the court staff and the trial judges in their facilities to determine if there's things that they need for resources. If we can help them in any way, we want to do that. It's an opportunity to meet the county commissioners, thank the county commissioners for the work they're doing to support the courts, talk to probation staff, meet the probation staff as well, and thank them for their good work. As I've been saying, we have 14,000 adults on probation in Nebraska on any given day, 2,500 youth on probation at any given day. They just give me another stat to tease my brain. 11,000 pre-sentence investigations are being drafted on an annual basis by probation. And they do all of that at a cost savings to what it costs to send somebody to prison. You send someone to prison, it's $50,000 a year to house them in a prison environment. To be on probation, it's $3,500 a year. To put somebody on a problem-solving court, which is a high-risk, high-need individuals, it's about $5,000 a year. So huge cost savings as opposed to incarcerating people that commit law violations. But the role of probation is to ensure that they get the rehabilitation they need, that they keep the community safe so that we don't have reoffending. So
today marks the 5th annual commemoration of Nebraska Trial Court Week, a week set aside and dedicated to recognizing the critical role of Nebraska trial court judges, clerks of the district court, clerks of the county court, judicial administrators, official court reporters, and court staff who make up our state court system. I cannot think of a better place to kick this off this year, this celebration, than in one of the state's just premier courthouse facility judicial centers than right here in Custer County. Surrounded by a community that clearly understands and values the importance of our courts. One thing Chief Justice Funk did not say is, you really can tell as we've been to all 93 counties, those that invest in their courthouse invest in their community, and there's no greater place than it has here. We are standing here today in a building that it reflects the strength of your commitment to justice and public service. On behalf of the Nebraska Judicial Branch, I thank you for your vision, foresight, and partnership.
I confess the first time I've been in this courtroom, and I think that's a good thing.
that is
But honored to serve District 43. I also serve on the Judiciary Committee, and so I've gotten to know a lot of these folks well in my role on Judiciary. And will say that I'm very passionate. I think one of our fundamental rights is access to the courts.
whereas the trial court staff are hardworking, patient, dependable, ethical when performing their court duties. Whereas trial court staff are fully committed to providing the highest standards of customer service and partnership in the communities where they live and work. Whereas Trial Court Week, in conjunction with the Nebraska Supreme Court Summer Tour, is recognizing the dedication and achievement of the trial courts and their staffs across the great state of Nebraska. Whereas in celebration of our nation's 250th anniversary and more than 170 years of the Nebraska judiciary, we honor the Nebraska trial courts and their staff for their tireless devotion to the courts and communities. Now therefore, I, Jeffrey J. Funk, Chief Justice of the Nebraska Supreme Court, do hereby proclaim the week of August 10th through August 14th, 2026 as Nebraska Trial Court Week. On behalf of the Nebraska Judicial Branch, I urge all citizens, particularly those within the legal community, to recognize Nebraska's trial court staff who continue to make significant contributions to Nebraska's trial courts and the judicial system. Given under my hand, dated this 10th day of August, 2026.